Welcome back, fellas, into this new video of TechSpressed. If you wanted to design beautiful end faces by using Figma, you are into the right place because you only need three core concepts: the frames, the components, and the outer layout. So mastering these three allows you to build professional, scalable, and reusable end faces in record time. We are skipping the fluff and diving straight into the high-packed toast. So let's open Figma and start building a componentized design system. So first of all, the frame, shapes, and text. So first, let's start with the actual canvas. Every screen, every section or element lives inside the frame. So when I, for example, try Figma for free, I choose to continue. Usually I use the element that says continue with Google. So I select my Google account, I hit for continue, and it might be giving you just the security elements of CAPTCHA. What you can do now is to hit into the option that says continue, and there we go. We are now inside the actual figma.com files recently, which appears directly in them. Then what I'm going to be doing here is just to talk a little bit more about how will I want to use the actual Figma. If this is just for yourself, whatever, you can skip a lot of this part, hit for continue. And usually we have, of course, the starter plan, the professional plan, and the organization plan. Let's start with starter because this one is totally for free and we don't want to mess around a lot. Directly in here, what I can do now is to just go for no things. And basically what I need to do, of course, is that I can start with the actual projects. So let's say, for example, that I select the elements that I would like to use to get started. Let's say, for example, to focus into the right section. Let's go for all the projects. And let's say that I'm going to be starting with an actual new element. And here I can choose a preset. Now here, what I can do now inside, for example, these actual layers, I can type, for example, mobile application. And you can see that we have the iPhone, let's say 16. And I go for closed. And as you can see here, these actual layers can be helping me with the application because we have the e-commerce. Here's the checkout. Here's the booking, the dashboard, the social feed, activities, chat, and sign in. Now, shapes and text are your building blocks. We can use the property panel to write, to set and color all our elements just by selecting the elements that you would like to change. And here, for example, you have the fill selection colors of your own elements, and you can alter them as you are changing those directly into your applications. Efficiently, for example, tip, you can, instead of using head codes repeatedly, click into the 4-dot icon next to the fill color directly inside the properties, which usually can be appearing in here. And what you can do now is to make sure that hit into the option that says the new sign. Name this primary color, for example, primary, like this. And now you can apply it anywhere with just one click. So I, for example, select, for example, this price, like this. I select this color, and you should see that here into the library is my primary color. And voila, just like that, all my colors has now been successfully changed. I can select all of my elements. I can go directly here into the selection of the colors, and I choose the actual primary. And exactly same thing with all of those elements. Now, the components. This is the secret to scale, because components is to create a simple element, say a button with a background and text layer, right? So when you select both layers and press the golden shortcut, for example, Ctrl Alt K, something like this. Usually this can be helping you with the main component. The purple icon confirms this, and it will be appearing here into the left section. If you copy and paste this button, these copies are called instance. If you change this color or quarters radius into the main component, like I am doing directly in here, it should be appearing here, the button, like this. But I have now two of them, right? And I can just select it and delete it because I don't want to see this anymore. So every single instance across your entire file updates instantly. This saves days of work. So remember, you can still change the text color locally or in an instance without breaking the main link. Now, the auto layout, for example, this is what separates amateurs from pros, because the auto layout select 2 or more elements. Just as an example, let's say I'm gonna go ahead and focus, let's say somewhere around here, right? So I select 2, 3 elements. Now, if you pressed the Shift A, what's gonna happen here, they are now contained in our layout frame. You can use the right hand panel to control the spacing between items and the padding around the edges. So I click in them, and you can see how all of them can be altered as I just select all of this element, and just like that, they're going to be moving right away. And you have the actual course guidelines to see how they actually look, right? There we go, something like this. It actually works really well. So if you add more text, the padding automatically stays consistent. If you delete a layer, the remaining layers instantly slapped into an actual place, right? So select, double click, delete, and check out how all of them actually snapped just right away. So use the resize settings to define whether the element should hug contents or fill container and much more. So if you master this simple but really great frames components for efficiently and build everything with auto layout, you will instantly be designing like an actual professional. So go build your first component. If this quick guide unlocked Figma for you, hit the like button and subscribe to Express to check out more elements about Figma and how we can actually make this a little bit more efficient. Thank you once again for watching, guys, and see you next time.